As the country battles about when it's safe to reopen for business, Las Vegas Mayor Carolyn Goodman told Anderson Cooper she's ready to roll the dice now. Take a look.
So you don't believe there should be any social distancing? You don't believe that this is
Of course I believe there should be. Of course. I'm a
How do you do that in a
rational-
casino?
That's up to them to figure out. I don't own a casino. We're in a crisis health-wise. And so for a restaurant to be open or a small boutique to be open, they better figure it out. That's their job. That's not the mayor's job.
You know, I've performed in Vegas for years. We've done The View in Vegas. Every one of us has spent time in Vegas. This is the most insane thing I've ever heard. And I mean, I look at what the mayors are doing around the country to keep their cities, you know, safe and great. And then this woman is saying, well, I don't know what to tell them. They have to figure it out. What the hell? Megan, you love Vegas. Would you want to go anywhere near a casino right now?
Yeah, I do. I think everybody knows that I try and go to Vegas 2 or 3 times a year, depending on, obviously we can't right now. I watched this yesterday, and this is one of those interviews that like went viral for all the wrong reasons. And I actually did a little research afterward because I was so flabbergasted by her answers. And she's 81, Mayor Goodman. So she is in the box of the highest likelihood of someone who would get the virus and, you know, possibly get sick and it being really dangerous for her. And it was like, she reminded me of like one of those teachers in middle school that you used to have that was like such a jackass and like trying to talk to Anderson Cooper in this really like reductive way. And Anderson Cooper, no matter what you think of him, he's one of the most famous journalists in the world. And she was saying, he was asking her really legitimate questions like, if you're going to open up casinos and put your constituents in possible danger and possibly put their lives at risk, how are you going to make this okay? And she said, that's not my job. You're the mayor of Las Vegas. That's exactly entirely your job to figure it out. And I just thought, it's the worst of the worst of the worst of the kind of politicians in this country. And I have said many times on this show, I've been having like this existential awakening that there are really, really horrible people in office. And this woman for me is like patient zero, not to use a medical term, but she's just the worst example of someone. And she'll probably end up losing something over this because, again, it was just so egregious.
Let's just hope it's not her life. We don't want her to have to go through what people are going through.
Her job.
That's why, that's why that's why I was clearing it up. Joy, how can these politicians take risks with the people who put them in office?
Listen, I'm thinking there may be a role for her in the White House. She fits right in there, you know. We better watch your back, Kellyanne Conway. Listen, nobody loves a casino more than I do, okay? And maybe Whoopi. You're the only other person I know that loves it. And I'll tell you, I wouldn't set foot in a casino right now if they guaranteed me blackjack every hand. How do you like that? Okay? And let me just remind everybody about his flip-flopping Trump. Let's go back to him, my favorite subject. The guy, first he tweets out that, you know, maybe they should open up the states and let everybody go out and get a tattoo on their butt. Okay, go do it. And then yesterday, no. I disagree with Kemp. I disagree with Georgia. I don't think it should be anymore. Now, you know, make up your mind and stop flip-flopping. Do you want people to die or don't you want them to die? This is your decision right now, President Trump. I hope you're listening.
So Nevada Governor Steve Sisolak says none of what the mayor is saying is going to happen. And you say that's the problem here, Sonny, is that the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing, and neither one seems to be on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, it's a significant problem because we're getting all of this disjointed information, this misinformation. No one seems to be on the right page. Now, you know, people are now losing their trust in their leaders. They're losing their trust in their government. It certainly starts from the top down, right? Because we're getting all of this crazy information from Trump. But I think, there has been this significant concern about the economy, about people going back to work. And that certainly is why the Las Vegas mayor, as crazy as it was, Anderson Cooper's head looked like it was going to explode. And he's a friend of mine, so I know what he was thinking. Bottom line is Fauci on Good Morning America just said, the worst thing that could happen is to have this setback. You reopen too soon, and we're not going to have an economic recovery. And so people have to understand, we know everyone is hurting. It's up to the government at this point to step in and make sure people have unemployment benefits, make sure that they get their packages, make sure that they have unencumbered health insurance. Our government, our federal government, isn't doing the right thing. And that's why we're getting all of this fear that we're hearing from people like this Las Vegas mayor. And by the way, at 81, she looks fantastic. I had no idea she was 81.
I didn't know either.
I mean, she's a maniac, but she looks great.
Yeah. But here's the deal.
So
We're all saying on this show, you can't put people's lives in danger, because if you do, you run the risk of not only sending people back home to try to quell the thing again, but now you put us further along. So we've got to really be strategic in how we do this. And maybe it's time for some changes, in the government, because you can't have a mayor saying, I don't know what you're supposed to do. That you can't do that. You're the mayor of like Megan said, you're the mayor of Las Vegas. You should know what you're supposed to do. You should be concerned about all the workers you're then going to put in danger. What the hell?